Ever get the feeling you're being played in your own marriage? We're about to delve into the world of a narcissist's calculated language and deceit. Join us as we dissect these phrases and equip you with the knowledge to stand your ground. 1. I never said that. This is classic gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of manipulation where the perpetrator tries to make someone doubt their own memories, perceptions, or reality. By denying they ever said or did something, a narcissistic wife can leave her partner feeling confused and doubting their own recollections. But our memories, especially the emotionally charged ones, are pretty solid. So if you're frequently hearing this line, don't fall for it. 2. Everyone agrees with me. Here they go, invoking the invisible jury. This strategy, grounded in the idea that majority rules, is particularly effective because it preys on our innate human desire to belong and not to be an outcast. But remember, relationships aren't a democracy where decisions are made by majority rule. Just because she alleges that everyone sees it a certain way, doesn't negate your feelings or experiences. In many cases, this everyone might not even be real, but a fabrication to pressurize and manipulate. Keep a grounded sense of self, trust your judgments, and remember that the truth isn't always a popularity contest. 3. I'm the victim here. While everyone can at times find themselves in circumstances where they feel wronged, a pattern of always being the victim can be concerning. By perpetually adopting this stance, the narcissistic wife strategically diverts attention from her own actions, ensuring that she remains above reproach. It's a clever move, as it generates sympathy and shifts the blame onto others. Be mindful of continuous patterns, and don't be afraid to ask yourself, is she truly the victim, or is this another way to deflect responsibility? 4. You just don't understand me. With this, she is harnessing the mystique of being misunderstood. By doing this, she's suggesting a depth and complexity that only she is privy to. On the surface, it can seem like a plea for patience and understanding. However, over time, this statement can serve as a shield, protecting her from accountability. It's as if she's saying, the problem isn't what I did, it's that you just don't get it. But in the realm of loving relationships, understanding is a two-way street. Continuous feelings of confusion or feeling like you're navigating a maze might be signs that the problem isn't your comprehension, but the narrative you're being fed. 5. I'm doing this for us. What seems like a declaration of selfless love can sometimes be a well-crafted ruse. Think about it. If actions consistently lead to pain, distress, or discomfort for one partner, then how is it beneficial for both? Genuine sacrifices and compromises in relationships are necessary, but it's crucial to discern when for us is genuinely for the mutual benefit and when it's just another way to mask self-serving intentions. Love is about mutual respect, understanding, and prioritising the happiness of both individuals. 6. If you loved me, you'd do this. Emotional manipulation using love as leverage is one of the most powerful forms of control. Love is sacred, intimate, and powerful. By turning it into a condition or a bargaining tool, she's attempting to corner you into doing her bidding. True love is unconditional. It doesn't come with a set of tasks to prove its authenticity. It's essential to recognise when love is being weaponised and to remember that love should never be the price for compliance. 7. You're always trying to control me. The irony in this statement is palpable. By accusing you of trying to control her, she's effectively diverting attention from her own controlling behaviour. This redirection acts as a shield against scrutiny. It plants the seed of doubt, making you question if maybe you're the one who's overbearing. Relationships are a delicate balance, and while it's essential to ensure that neither partner feels stifled, it's also vital to identify when such accusations are merely smokescreens for one's own domineering tendencies. 8. Nobody has ever treated me as poorly as you do. History, when manipulated, can be a powerful weapon. By comparing you negatively to her past, real or fabricated, she's placing you in a position of guilt. This is meant to trigger a series of reactions, self-doubt, guilt, and an increased effort to please her. Remember, while it is important to be empathetic and understanding, it's also important not to get caught up in someone's possibly distorted version of their past. Every relationship has its own unique dynamics, and one should not be held hostage to another's recounted history. 9. I do everything for this family and get nothing in return. By framing herself as the self-sacrificing hero, she sets a narrative where she's the giver and everyone else, especially you, is the taker. This creates an imbalanced power dynamic where you might feel perpetually indebted and in her shadow. A partnership is mutual. Both individuals contribute, both emotionally and practically. Recognise and value your contributions and be wary of anyone who consistently diminishes them. 10. I know what's best for us. By asserting she has superior insight or foresight, she's subtly, or not so subtly, placing herself above you. This isn't just about the decision at hand, it's about power. While it's okay for partners to sometimes take the lead, it becomes concerning when one partner consistently assumes the role of the all-knowing. Relationships thrive on mutual respect and joint decision-making. Don't let your voice be drowned out amongst the proclamations of her greater wisdom. 11. You're just jealous of me. Projecting much? Accusing you of jealousy, especially when unfounded, is a tactic to both elevate herself and undermine your feelings or concerns. By framing any critique or disagreement as stemming from envy, she effectively shields herself from accountability. It's also a way to plant the seed of insecurity in you. Healthy relationships are built on mutual admiration, not competition. It's essential to discern genuine jealousy from manufactured accusations meant to deflect. 12. You should be grateful for all I do for you. Gratitude is a beautiful thing, but when it's weaponized, it becomes a chain that binds and controls. By consistently pointing out her contributions and demanding gratitude, she creates a dynamic where you feel perpetually indebted to her. It's a balance of power tilted heavily in her favour. But here's a nugget of wisdom to keep close to your heart. In genuine loving relationships, partners appreciate each other without the constant need for reminders or reciprocation. Acts of love and kindness are given freely, not as part of a transaction where one party is always in debt. 13. I'm the only one who truly cares about you. One of the subtle ways narcissists maintain control is by attempting to sever ties or create distance between their partner and other support systems. By claiming that she's the only one who genuinely cares, she's trying to become the primary, or even the only, pillar in your life. This can lead to feelings of isolation and dependence on her, making it challenging to voice disagreements or seek external perspectives. Always remember that genuine love doesn't monopolise. It expands and allows space for various meaningful relationships. 14. If you leave me, you'll regret it. It's a chilling statement, isn't it? This is manipulation at its most overt, tinged with a hint of threat. It preys on fears of loss, regrets, and the unknown. While change and the prospect of leaving a familiar relationship can be daunting, it's essential to recognise this for what it is, an attempt to control through fear. True love doesn't bind through threats, it liberates and uplifts. Remember, decisions in a relationship should stem from love, understanding, and mutual respect, not from fear or intimidation. 15. I only act this way because of my past. While it's true that many of us carry scars from our past, continuously using them as a justification for present behaviour can be manipulative. It's a form of emotional anchoring where she's seeking understanding, leniency, and often a free pass for actions by tethering them to past traumas or experiences. Empathy is crucial, but it's equally essential to recognise when past experiences are wielded as tools of manipulation, rather than shared as genuine explanations. 16. You won't find anyone better than me. This lie is designed to erode your self-worth, fostering the idea that you are lucky to have her and would struggle to find anyone as good outside the relationship. Such a perspective is not only limiting, but can also create a cycle of dependency and fear of venturing beyond the unknown. Remember, self-worth is intrinsic and not determined by another's estimation. Every individual brings unique value to a relationship. 17. I could have had anyone, but I chose you. By framing the relationship as a favour she has bestowed upon you, she is attempting to establish a dynamic where you're in a constant state of indebtedness. It subtly implies that you should be eternally grateful for the sacrifice she's made by being with you. Such a perspective is not only demeaning, but also distorts the essence of a relationship, which should be a mutual coming together of two individuals, each bringing their own unique vibe. 18. Why couldn't you be more like someone else? Comparisons are the silent killers of self-esteem. By continuously comparing you to others, be it friends, ex-partners, or even fictional characters, she's setting an unattainable benchmark. This can lead to feelings of inadequacy and a perpetual quest to measure up. Remember, every individual is unique with their own strengths, and while inspiration from others is natural, being measured against them continuously can be damaging. Now that we've uncovered these deceptive phrases, what's next on your journey? Maybe you're interested in 15 triggers for a narcissistic wife's meltdown, or perhaps decoding narcissist cryptic communication. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.